All right, everyone, welcome back outside Chase Field as we get ready for Game 3. This is going to be huge, and look at who is joining us.
You know, I am so
Mister, I
thrilled.
tell you.
I'm peacock proud to be amongst the stars.
Peacock proud.
Mark Curtis, Cam Cox, it just doesn't get any better.
You know
than
what,
that,
Mark?
guys.
He's been saying the same thing since like '88, right?
Coop, how many memories does this bring back, considering how much water's gone under the bridge since 2001?
Hey, Mark, I'm telling you, this is really an exciting time. I mean, what I love, I was talking to Kribe earlier, what I love is the plethora of young faces we see here. You know, back in '01, more of a mature crowd. This a very young crowd, and all these young kids. Obviously, I'm seeing they didn't know anything about the '01 series. So this is their first. They're embracing it. I'm telling you, it's a fun time. I got you see those goosebumps.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
You know, Mark, it's interesting Coop brings that up because that's what talking with a lot of the old heads, no offense, my friend, but like Gonzo and guys who have been around the block a little bit, who lived through that. You know, a lot of the high schools in the Valley weren't even around 20 plus years ago. There's a whole generation that didn't get to live through that and didn't get to experience that level of excitement. We got a team playing for a world title, and it's cool to see that next generation. We always talk about growing up Valley sports fans and supporting Valley teams and rally to Valley. This will go a long way with that.
And the thing that I'm struck by is if you look back at 2001, I don't think Cam was born yet, but in 2001, Coop, you went in that Diamondbacks clubhouse, and there's Mark Grace, there's Randy Johnson, there's Kurt Schilling, there's Jay Bell. Those guys were expected to go to the World Series. This team has just risen to the occasion.
Mark, isn't that the truth? I mean, you talked about, we're talking about some Hall of Famers in there, too. I mean, sure. Bob Brenly, the manager of the team at the time. But these young guys, you need a roster outside of Arizona to know who the heck they are. You know, it's unbelievable. But the thing that really gets to me, Mark, is how they play beyond their youth. Sure. Are you kidding me? Mark, I think we were talking earlier today, a two-run homer in the ninth inning, and that leads to the game winner, should be enough to demoralize a team. But yet, these spunky kids, they come back and they have a resounding 9-1 win, and here we are, 1-1, though it should be 2-0, right?
You know what, Mark?
Diamondbacks.
They say snakes alive on a T-shirt. We're going to get a bunch made that say spunky kids. That's what we're going to do. You know what struck me? Coop looks like he's going to play third base for the Diamondbacks tonight.
Put me in, Coach.
No. Your knees can't handle that, my friend. Coop, Brandon Pfaadt, the rookie, I know you can appreciate pitching. He's been phenomenal this postseason. He's kind of been the glue with Zach Gallen and Merrill Kelly, right?
You know, he really has. And here's what's amazing about the kid is here in the postseason, when you don't have any expectations, you're watching his pitches, that two-seam fastball, that cutter, and then when he wants to throw the off-speed pitches, he has a really nice sweeper that breaks away from those right-handed batters. So his pitching, the velocity is so much better than when it was during the regular season. I can't believe it. This guy's unbelievable. Can we say Brandon Pfaadt ace? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going that far.
By next year, you can, and maybe now.
And real quick, you guys were talking about '01. The skip manager, Torey Lovello, he was asked what he was doing back in '01. Let's listen in.
And I remember the guy in back of me saying, the D-backs have a chance. They're down by 1. I said, well, what inning is it? And he said the 9th, and I said, they do have no chance. You're wrong, because Mariano Rivera is going to be in this game. 20 minutes later, somebody stood up and said the D-backs just won the World Series. So that's my memory of it. And I know it was an exciting time for everybody here in the Valley. I do remember coming here as a coach for the Arizona Fall League a couple years after that, and they were still talking about how exciting that was. So, you know, getting back to Mark's question, right? I mean, that's us. That's us right now, and that feels really good. It feels really good to know that we're having that impact on this community.
I love to hear that from the skip, Torey Lovello. Growing up in L.A., he was at a Lakers game back in the day when people were telling him to score and keeping him up to date. But he has learned that when you're in this valley, you beat L.A.
He's a Suns fan too, right?
Yeah, he's a Suns fan too. He's changed everything now.
Maybe history repeats itself, and the D-backs tonight could move within 2 wins of another World Series championship. More on that a little bit later, but for now, let's go inside to Tram Mai.
Introduce you. Thank you so much. answers here. Why in the world are you dressed as a banana?
Well, it's bananas that the D-backs are in the World Series. It's so awesome, and I want to celebrate my mom's 70th birthday.
Mom!
Yes!
Happy birthday! What a great to celebrate!
No, isn't that exciting? He just told me a couple hours ago.
Okay, and you both were at the World Series 22 years ago.
Yes, we were.
How cool was that? And now you're back again.
And it was awesome just to surprise her. She was shocked to get to do it again and be with my mom, and then to run into you again, and